hello. Come on in, get in here, you guys. I am T. I just want to come to you guys with an update on what's been going on with me throughout this breast cancer journey. One of the things, I'm going to start off from the beginning. So if you don't know, I was diagnosed last year, February 7th of 2023. I had HER2 positive, triple negative HER2 positive breast cancer. I started my chemo in March of 2023. My total treatments was I did a total of 16 treatments. So the first treatments was 12 weeks. I would go every single week for 12 weeks straight, which consisted of Keytruda and Taxol and carboplatin. The Keytruda, I actually get that every 3 weeks. So every week I would get like a infusion every single week. That went on for 12 weeks. After the 12 weeks went by, then I started another treatment plan, which were four infusions that what I was expected to get every 3 weeks. So I had 4 sessions of that, and that included the Red Devil, the Cytoxan, and the Keytruda. So it was also a 3 concoction, and I would get that every 3 weeks, and it was for 4 sessions. After my weekly treatments, it went to every 3 weeks for 4 sessions. And then at the end of my treatment was in August. I think it was like the second week of August. Then I had my in September I had my first double mastectomy done, and then they did expanders. So with the expanders, I had got an infection, so they went in, cleaned out the infection, and did the exchange. Because during the process of all of that, the treatment plan changed, so I was no longer going to be doing the liquid chemo after I had the mastectomy, mainly because the tumor itself did not shrink in size. It did, so my tumor did not respond to the chemo as well as they thought it would, so they decided to use a different type of treatment plan. It was stage 1, HER2 positive, triple negative HER2 positive. It didn't respond as they would like it to have, so they decided to give me I take a chemo pill, which I take twice a day, because of the heart medication that I'm also taking. They had to lessen the dose of the chemo medication, so I do have a lot of side effects still. Even with the lesser dose of the chemo, I still have a lot of side effects. And yeah, my hair is growing back. My hair is actually growing back pretty good. So I did lose all my hair around week 2 or 3 of when I first started the 16-week chemo. I did lose my hair. I just went ahead and shaved off. Once I ended my chemo in October, I ended the chemo in August, so by the end of August I started seeing some hair growth. So you talking from August to February? This is what I got. I got about 2 inches up there now. But back to the treatment plan. They changed the treatment plan, so instead of me receiving the liquid chemo, they decided to put me on a chemo pill. That's for 12 months. The pill that I am taking now is called let me see, what is it called? Did I write it down? I can't think of the name of it. I'm gonna have to do an insertion. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's a 12-month pill, and it actually changes your DNA of your blood cells. So it try to keep you from your body from producing cancerous blood cells is what this chemo pill does. Dang, what is the name of it? I can't even think of the name of it. But anyway, so I had the expanders put in. The expanders gave me an infection. I had to take those out. They did the removal of the expanders, exchanged that out in November. I was supposed to wear those expanders for 6 months, but it didn't work out for me that way. And like I said, once the treatment plan changed, I could go ahead and do my exchange surgery. So that's what they decided to do. What else? I wasn't able to receive the radiation because the side of the cancer was on the left side. So I also have a pacemaker. So with the pacemaker, I wasn't able to receive the radiation. So that was not a, out of the question for his radiation for me. Like I say, the chemo pill was my next option. As of right now, I did see that my numbers for is they give a blood cell test to see where your blood levels are. My numbers are coming down, so that's a plus. But as of right now, I'm cancer free for the mass. They were able to remove all of that out of there. Okay, so I got some notes here. Like I said, it's been a couple of weeks. What is the name of it? Okay. Okay, I think that was about it. But yeah, other than that, my overall health, starting to pick up a little bit more weight. I think I gained about 5 pounds. So that's a plus. On the medication, it does make me tired. Lomparza. That is the name of it. It's called Lomparza. And normally you would take like a 300 milligram twice a day. I'm on like 150 twice a day. So I take instead of 600 a day, I'm taking 300 a day. My side effects, me personally, I do have to stay on probiotics because it gives me a terrible stomach ache. My stomach is always upset with that. My taste buds has not come back. They're kind of up and down. Some days they're good, some days they aren't. Or I can start off eating something and it tastes really good, and then by the time I get almost halfway done with it, it doesn't taste good anymore. So I do have that issue with my taste buds. That haven't come back yet. Like I said, my nails are looking so much better. My toenails are still on the black side, just the tips. I'm actually cutting them down to where that chemo medication is still in my nails, so it is growing out really good. This hand is pretty much cleared up. My toenails are still kind of dark, but the insides of my hands have lightened back up. I was going to lymphedema, which they do like once you have lymph nodes removed, and I had 2 removed, and they noticed like a little bit of swelling in my left arm because this is the one they took the lymph nodes out. So they noticed swelling. So I do have a lymphedema sleeve that I'm wearing with the hand sleeve. And I was going to get massages and exercises. So that does help. You want to make sure you massage it and keeping that motion to help the fluid go other places in the body so that you don't swell up. So like I said, I am in the lymphedema sleeve and hand sleeve. I wear it pretty much every day, all day. I get up in the morning and put it on. I don't sleep in it. It seems to be helping some, but so I'm actually finished with that for now. I'm gonna actually go back in March and see where I am, whether or not it's still swelling or we need to do more rehab for us. So that's very important. Watching swelling after you have your mastectomy surgery and lymph nodes removed. So you want to be careful of swelling afterwards. What else? So I do have like 2 more surgeries that's coming up this year. I have one that's coming up in a couple of weeks because of the type of I had the genetic test done, so I am the triple negative HER2 positive, and it was genetically, so it can affect like other parts of your body, for as your ovaries, your cervix, your uterus, breast cancer, skin. I think it was one of them. So it's like different ones. So they want to make sure they take care of everything that has to do with that particular genetic gene. So I am going to have some female organs removed in March. The ones that I have left. They said even if they leave, like for me it's the ovary, so even if they leave it there because it's an organ, it needs to be removed, but because you don't want to take that chance of it developing cancer at a later date, especially if you have that genetic gene or someone in your family has had like cervical or ovarian cancer or any of those types. You want to just make sure you remove those. So you do have to remove your fallopian tubes, your uterus, your ovaries, all of that part. But for me, they're gonna do it liposopically, which they'll put 3 incisions, go and take out the remaining part, which is one of the ovaries. The recovery time on that, she said about 3 to 4 weeks. So, that's a plus. It's like So I'm excited about that. And then the last thing that I will have done is my port removal. I still have the port, so we'll do the port removal last. And then by December, I should be finished with the chemo pills all together. Okay, go. I should be finished with the chemo pills all together. But other than that, I've been feeling great. I have to motivate myself because today I had to get up early. This week is just a busy week. I had doctor's appointments all week. So it's just been so busy this week, and I just got a little weak today. I do have moments where I am still weak, points where I do get a little weak and just need to rest and relax. And I have to remember I am still not like I was 2 years ago, you know. So I'm still like in recovery mode, and chemo it takes a toll on your body. It does something to you. So it's like it depleted me. So now I'm having to build myself back up to where I was. Like I said, my skin is clearing up. It's coming back around. My hair is coming back. So, you know, everything with time, it's going to get better with time. You know, sometimes you feel like you have hit rock bottom, but it's going to come back. It's going to get better with time. So with time, I'm feeling better. You know, I'm feeling a little more energized. I'm doing more than I was doing before. So that's a plus. Like I said, when I get tired, it's just time to take a break and rest. The only thing I could do is rest until I get over that mode. You know, right now I do things at my own pace, and I'm enjoying that. You know, if I feel like doing it, then I do it. If I don't, I just don't. You know, so that's just part of recovery. And some people don't have a choice. You have to get out there and work because you're your main source of income. But for me, I do have a husband. You know, he does take very good care of me. So, you know, that's a plus for me. I'm thankful to have my family that, you know, backed me through this process. I was able to see everyone, you know, everybody play a part. You know, it takes family, it takes a village, it takes friends when you're going through something like this. And even now I'm still going through it. You know, it's still like I'm still coming out of it. So it's still a process. You know, it's still a mental process. You know, I am feeling, not that I was feeling bad before, but you know, you still have your moments. But now I'm feeling like, oh, okay, you know, like this is almost over. You know, like I say, I feel me coming back again. You know, so I'm excited. You know, I'm just holding on to what God has in store for me. You know, anybody that's going through this, whatever stage you are in your journey, know that too shall pass, and you're going to get through it. It's going to pass. It may take some time, and sometimes it seems like, oh my goodness, when is this going to be over? We just have to, one thing that this has taught me is patience. I've always had patience, but this has really taught me just being patient, you know. You can't rush the process. It's a process, and you just can't rush that process. Every day, you know, every day is a different day. Even now, I said it more so when I first started chemo, that every day was different. And even today, even a year later, it's been a year. Actually, yeah, it's been a year. So even a year later, March the 17th is when I started my first chemo treatment. But finding out that I had breast cancer, it's been a year ago this month, January. And each day, once I started chemo, was a different day. Every day it was a different feeling. Every day was just different. So even after chemo and my recovery part of this process, each day is still a different day. You know, I feel different each day. Some days I feel great. You know, some days I don't feel as great. But each day, you know, I'm striving to do better than I did the day before. So you want to always, even when you're going through those sick or those weakest moments, to try to strive to still, hopefully, it's better than the day before. And you just one day closer to being to the end of your journey. Like I always stress, mentally, we go through a lot in this situation. Not at one point did I say, you know, God, why me? Because in my mind, he said, why not you? You know, because sometimes I just looked at it as if, okay, Lord, here I am. I got to go through this. What it is it that you're trying to teach me, or that I need to teach someone else or help someone else get through? And patience. For me, it's been patience. Learning to be patient, you know, accepting where you are in life, learning how to navigate and accept where you are at that moment in your life. You know, I felt like at 50, hey, I'm fabulous. At 50, I'm living life. And then, you know, a bombshell, you know. So for me, it was like, you know, it's just different, you know. Like I said, a year of not being able to be myself. I'm not looking like I want to look, not feeling like I want to feel, not doing the things that I want to do, you know, being confined to the bed, in and out of the hospital, those types of things, you know. Imagine the people that's sick 24/7, 365 days a year. I don't want to be that person, you know. And I think God gives people different things for different reasons. For me, I don't know the reason. I'm just standing on what he has for me. Believe in the end, there's something big at the end of the tunnel, and that's what I'm holding on and I'm standing on. Like I say, the most frightening thing, even right now, is knowing that you almost to the end of this. What's going to happen afterwards? You know, like, what does life look like after you finish everything? Even when it came to taking the chemo medication, like, is this going to actually help, or is it going to actually work? These are questions I ask myself, you know. It's still a possibility in the back of my mind that this could happen again. And that's normal. You know, I'm quite sure other people feel that way. This was just a scare. It just makes me more aware of being more aware of my body, being more aware of what could happen, and just being more attentive to me, myself, my life, wanting to be able to live, you know. So it's just gonna, it's gonna be a challenge. It's still gonna be a journey. But in the end, I'm blessed. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. It could have been so much worse. You know, God is good. I'm still here, and I'm blessed. I'm overwhelmed with joy. You know, I have had my days where I was down, and, you know, but not at one time did I say, Lord, why me? I just say, why not me? Or if I was just too sick one day, sometimes you'd be too sick to pray. You know, it was just days you're just too sick to even pray. And all I could say is, Lord, let me get through this. Let me get through this day, you know. And I just asked to get through this day, this particular time, this day. And I just took it day by day, you know. That's all you can do when there's nothing else to do. And like I say, sometimes you can be a prayer warrior and be too sick to want to pray, you know. And it's okay. God knows your heart, you know. So at the end of it, it's always a light. Like I say, I see the light now. I know that there was always a light, but I see the light now. So I'm excited, you know. I'm ready for my next chapter. Like I say, I'm excited. My hair growing back. I'm not a hair person, but, you know, I'm grateful to have hair. I wasn't really upset when I lost it, but it was, you know, it was emotional, you know. And even losing body parts, you know, it's like, that's even emotional. So, I mean, because you look at yourself one day in the mirror, then you turn around and look at yourself the next day in the mirror. You look different. You're like, what happened? Because it doesn't feel the same, you know. It's your body goes through changes. So, I had my exchange surgery in November, and I still feel different. It still doesn't feel like the old me. So, I'm still, you know, you're getting used to new parts, you know, getting used to that. It still feels funny. So, and exercising, what they taught me in my therapy, my rehab, is, you know, how to exercise, and it has helped them to feel a little bit more normal. I don't know how long. My doctor said sometimes it takes some people a year to get used to it, but it just, you know, it's like you got to get used to a new normal. Like when COVID hit, we all had to get used to a new normal. So same thing when you're going through things in life that changes you. You know, changes you physically, it changes you mentally, it just changes you, you know, it changes your outlook, it changes everything, because just like you have life, that life can be taken away just like that as well. And it's cute. I got a little sleeve, you know. I never been the one for tattoos, but I figured I would get one that looked like a tattoo. So yeah, figured I'd get one that looks like a tattoo. So everybody's like, oh, that's not a tattoo. I said, no. But it looks like one a little bit, doesn't it? I would never do that on my arm, but I thought it was cute. So I just wanted to do something a little bit different. If I got to wear it, then why not wear it in fashionable, right? But again, everybody's treatment plan is different. Like I said, I did 16 weeks, 16 treatments. 4 treatments were every 3 weeks, and that was the last part of that treatment plan. And for me, I've known people, like I said, that have had to do chemo, and some people are able to continue to do activities. I wasn't, everybody's different. Everybody's journey is different. You have to figure out what's going to work for you in situations like this. But the most important thing is making sure you accept help when help is asked, or if you need, accept it. Like I say, my family, I have friends here that played a big role in helping me get through this and helping in my recovery. I'm more than grateful. I'm thankful. Just family alone. People really stepped up and did what needed to be done, and whether it was financially from a distance, whether it was bringing me something to eat, whether it was some flowers, or sending me cards in the mail, those little things, made a big difference in those times when you like at your lowest low. And you do have those times where you're at your lowest low. People always think, oh, you always smiling, you always got it together. It's been times where I was down and I was sick, and it's been times I got on here when I did not feel well, because I was just filling you guys in and wanted you to know. But like I said, it's been a minute. I don't know if I did a video. I've been doing some cooking videos in between. So when I do have a good day, I do get up and I do some videos. One of the other things I noticed, like after chemo, I'm having joint issues. And even with the chemo medications, each one of those medications cause different side effects. For me, it was Taxol. Taxol was the worst for me. It made my bones hurt. Ate really, really bad. I didn't like that one. And then like the Red Devil, that was another one for me that I just didn't do well with. For me, my blood, I'm anemic anyway, so it was very hard for my blood levels to stay at its highest point. So I did have to have 2 blood transfusions during my chemo session. Now my blood levels they're still low, but they're not as low as they were doing chemo, because chemo brings all your levels. It shifts all your levels off. So if you're already like an anemic or something, chemo is gonna make it even worse. And like I say, with the heart issue, I have AFib, so the medication itself sends you into AFib attacks. So they had to put me on a Multac. That's actually a medication to help with that high heart rate during the process of my chemo. So I don't know how long I'll be on the Multac, because I'm not really sure. I don't know if I'm going to take it as long as I'm still doing chemo. I don't know, like, sometimes blood thinners and blood pressure pills are like long-term medication for AFib. But for as the Multac, I don't know how long, or is it like a long-term medication to take, or am I just going to, when we first initially talked about it, it's just supposed to be doing the chemo part. So even with the medication, the Lynparza that I'm taking, that's the chemo pill, I still have to take the Multac because of the medication. Taking the two together, it intensifies the side effects. So say if the Lynparza, which is the chemo medication, you already have side effects from that. Now you add the Multac, which is the heart medication, it's going to make it even worse. So say if I got a stomach ache or I'm lightheaded, taking those pills heightens your side effects. So that's what I'm dealing with now. Because even though they lessen the dose on the chemo medication, I still have them side effects that sometimes they are intensified. Like sometimes they debilitating, where I have to get in the bed, or I need a nap, or I'm just weak, I'm tired, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm still not like 100% for my energy. I try to still get on my treadmill, which I'm not doing well with that at all. To be honest, I'm not doing well with that. I want to do 3 days a week, but I'm lucky to get on there 2 days a week. I try to start off like at 10 minutes. If I can get 10 minutes in, I feel that's good because it's better than nothing. Because I still need to build up my endurance. My endurance is not where it needs to be. I still have to build that endurance back up. So that's what I'm kind of working on. And then I'm trying to strengthen my upper body and work on all these muscles that I haven't used in a while, or, you know, they've been cut in two. So it's trying to strengthen all of this chest muscles back up, you know. So I am trying to do, I have a total gym and this other machine. So I am trying to do like exercise. But sometimes I'll get like, it taught me like this band, and you can just sit in a chair and do stuff like that. It's gonna still help, you know, watching TV, you know, you're doing something. So you got to stand up. You don't even have to go to your gym. So just little things. Or if you got bottles of water, you know, or cans, heavier cans, of course, you can take them and do exercise, you know. You want to exercise your body. Because the more blood flow you have, the better off you're going to feel anyway. But it's mental with that, because you have to have the mental capacity to say I'm going to do it regardless of how I feel, you know. And sometimes I'm just too weak. I just can't do it. But I'm trying to push myself a little bit more. I think that's it. Like I said, I just want to come and chit chat with you guys. See what was going on. Let you know what's happening for the next couple of weeks with myself. And like I say, with them doing it laparoscopically, it's only like a 3 to 4 week downtime. They said 4 weeks, 4 week downtime for that. So that won't be so bad. I'm excited. Like I say, one more thing before the year is out, and by this time next year, I'm gonna be running across the parking lot, running across the yard, doing some jumping jacks and everything. So I am looking for that day. Looking for that day of, you know, I don't know if I ever be 100% me, but my goal is to be as close to 100% as I can be, you know. That's about it. Like I said, I just want to come and say, chit chat, let you guys know what's up, what's going on for the next couple of weeks with me, and say hello. I hope you guys are have your plans all settled out for the new year. You got your new goals set. I need to make me some. Put some new goals in there, some new things you want to accomplish. Just being prepared for this new year. And like I said, if you are going through or know someone that's going through, this too shall pass. You know, you're going to get through it. It's just going to take some time. Patience. You learn patience through all of this. Learning how to be patient. So until next time, you guys have a wonderful and blessed day. And then if you have any questions, just write them down below. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. And until next time, you guys have a great one.